Look, we getting this shit. Go throw on something. So shout outs to David, man. Thank you, bro, for getting the show started. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, man. So we in the building, man. It's Player Talk Radio. I'm your gracious host, DJ Kuda, right back at the helm of today's show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button before you hit the poll, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button before you hit the poll. I want y'all to give a huge congratulations to Snake Pick 412. He been rocking with me for 3 to 4 shows, I guess, straight. Is it 3 to 4 shows? Blessed him with a wrench. All right. So shout outs to the wrench gang in the building. Let me get the shout outs, man. Let me give a shout out to Bronze Flat Power God. Where's Aiden? I'm not sure if he's still in the room. I don't know if he's still here. What's going on, Mace? I got rid of Nightbot for a little bit before you got Nightbot off your ass a little bit. Shout outs to Mick Swagger. Peace to you. What's going on, Laughter? I'm not sure which song was playing, but if you're still here, let me know. Shout outs to UFO Kamikaze in the building. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully everybody is safe. Shout outs to my Floridians and my people in Texas. Make sure y'all, be safe, man. It's hurricane season. And yeah, the hurricanes taking advantage of the season. For whatever reason, Shout outs to Ed, aka Blue Marvel 9 in the building. What's going on? Shout outs to Brownie Ellie in the building. Good morning. Shout outs to Brownie Ellie in the building. Always good to see you and hear from you. Look like this Halloween is gonna be crazy, man. So make sure you guys be safe. Definitely just head to work and just head back. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Fucking streets is crazy out here, whether it's people or the weather, man. So stay safe and sucker free, man. What's going on, Fizz? Shout outs again to my brother David, supporting the show, starting the show off right. Make sure you guys follow suit. Hit the Cash app. Hit the PayPal. Got a great show for you guys today. It's virtual shenanigans. Virtual shenanigans going on, you did. Big shout outs to Antisocial Socialite Podcast in the building. I'm going to say that one more time. Big shout outs to Antisocial Socialite Podcast in the building. You gotta let me know when you're going live. We gotta do a one-on-one. You did. Shout outs to OG. Yeah, man. Say It Right was a good song. I know what song was playing when you said that. I just don't know what other songs was playing. What's going on, Brandon? Listen, UFO Kamikaze, he responded to you, man. What Drake said? You rhyme like you trying to get the slaves free. That's some fucking funny shit. People think Kendrick won. I think Drake won, to tell you the truth. Drake just fell back. It's kind of like, Kendrick may have won the war in a lot of people's eyes. I mean, in the battle in a lot of people's eyes. But I'm telling you, Drake won the war, man. A lot of y'all were fake Kendrick fans anyway. And this is coming from a real Kendrick fan. All right. Shout outs to Bronze Flat Power Guy. Shout outs to JR. What's going on? The name of the song that was playing was Stories About My Brother from Drake. Man, listen. Drake wasn't, I'm not even going to lie. Drake wasn't even going at Kendrick like that, for real, man. You want to know? Let me tell y'all something. This is the Drake. This is the Drake you need to go at, Kendrick. You need to know friends in the industry, my brothers and my enemies. A fact. Whoa. You need the real Drake to go at Kendrick. Drake was playing around with Kendrick, honestly, man. Drake just fell back. He not even entertaining it no more. He know the audience being fake. You know. Go listen to his song with Future on Scorpion. Blue Faces. The joint, there you go. Look who I'm fucking again. I had her on ice, but then I watched the ice get there. Now that she sink or swim, she had an attitude in the summer, but she acting nice again. That's my shit. Top of the charts, back in their hearts again. They like you and they hate you, y'all. They like you 1 minute, then they hate you 1 minute. It don't matter if they like or hate you. Can they replace you? That's the bigger question. Fuck like and hate. They all come from the same vein. You dig? Shout out to Shannon B in the building. Let's go. Hold on. You gotta do that. I might shit. I feel like throwing that shit on. Shout out to my brother David Akasanya, man. I was gonna throw on that Burner Boy. I'm a city boy. I was gonna throw on that Burner Boy. Shit, throw on some last. I was gonna throw something on, bro. I said, shit, hold up. All right. Now, let me tell y'all something, man. What's going on, Deacon? Shout out to you. Yeah, Dr. Mummy, you said fart on the microphone. Okay, yeah, you can fart your ass up out of here. You dig? Yeah, he can't say much. Look, hey, UFO Kamikaze. I'm gonna say something, and I know you're gonna get it off the rip because we've been talking about this for a long time now. She been quoting Kendrick's song, and he can't say nothing bad because guess what? This is a game that people are playing with themselves. This is why y'all got to be careful jumping on the foundational black trope and jumping on the ADOS trope. And I'm not saying this because I'm a tether, but I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. Y'all niggas are contradicting yourself when you just on Tariq's nuts. And y'all don't even understand how that shit goes. I was there from the beginning. I helped build FBA. With Tariq, you did? Original Tariq supporter and original. I'm not even gonna lie. I was one of the original Soto Nations too. At the same time, even when they beef was going on. But let me tell y'all something. And let me say something a lot of people didn't think about. UFO. I thought about it. And Tariq's my boy. Don't get me wrong. But do you think he would have been running with this whole tether talk if Nipsey was still alive? Do you think Tariq Nasheed would have been running with this whole tether talk if Nipsey Hussle was still alive? And you know T on that seaside. He wouldn't be running with this tether talk like that if Nipsey was alive. I'm just saying. IJS. That would have been interesting. The shout outs to Tariq, rest in peace, Nipsey. One gotta ask themselves. All right, and then Everybody's mad at Kamala now. I think she fucked up her I think she fucked up her run right now because everybody's on her ass. One of the worst things that can happen to you as a president, or especially when you're running, fuck. At least as a president, at least you in there, so you can afford to lie. She's running for president, right? And she's just throwing out there like, oh, I'm not even gonna lie. At this point, give them as much money as you can. Even some of the budget money that you're using to hire all of these people, because guess what? Those are potential voters. Now them southern states are getting the shit slapped out of them with hurricanes and all kinds of shit. And they're like, yo, we need some type of help or relief down here. What the fuck? These are Americans. You got to understand. They're not like in these other countries where people are used to coping with disasters and prepare for disasters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to lie. As Americans, when it comes to dealing with disaster, we're dumb. I had a whole bunch of people make fun of me about flooding and all kinds of shit, like, where I'm at the moment, right? And in certain little third world places. But guess what? They know how to deal with that shit. I be seeing weeks before shit happens. I'll be having to check the weather. Like, why are these sandbags and all these other places in front of these businesses and stuff? Like, these people prepare for it. Hell, in America, you go look at wildlife, deer and foxes and all them other little forest animals and shit. Them niggas sniff the air and start running north and shit like that. Them niggas don't die. You don't see deers and foxes and all them shits wash up and shit like that. Them niggas long gone before that shit smack the coast. But humans, oh no, we think we can stay in our house. We think we can. We think our F-150 can beat the world and shit. We're not as smart. So I'm not here to go at the intellect of us in the West. What I'm here to talk about is that when disaster happens, it's extra shocking because we didn't think it would happen. You understand what I'm saying? We know it could happen, but we didn't think it would happen. We can't really conceptualize disaster like that. Right? And then Kamala said she's gonna give away $750. What the fuck is $750 gonna do? I mean, some is better than none. But she killing herself with that. Even 2 racks. That's like 2 racks entry level. But anyway, what's going on? Evron McKay in the building. What's going on, player? Evron said, Ty said not all not all are tethers, only those non-FBA who aren't jacking FBA talking points agenda out loud. Heard it myself. He was talking to chaotic truth on Spaces. Okay. Well, I mean, I really don't follow chaotic truth like that. And most people that's trying to have these conversations don't know how to have these conversations or what they're talking about. And a lot of these people they just came out of nowhere and are biting Tariq Nasheed talking points. And fun fact is that those people didn't even fuck with Tariq when he first started kicking this shit. They didn't start fucking with them until after Yvette Carnell kind of flopped over, and after Michi X flopped over. You understand what I'm saying? So these are people that just started jacking his talking points right before and during the pandemic. These are people that probably seen Hidden Colors but weren't around to support it and didn't even really soak up the game from it. You know what I'm saying? They've seen it once, But I mean, if you were around and you pay attention to the question that I asked about Tariq and Nipsey, there's a little bit of funny irony in that question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't know chaotic truth to know what he's talking about in this situation. I'm not gonna say he don't know what he's talking about, but I don't know what his stance is on the situation. I know what my stance is. You know, I'm grassroots. You dig? Shout outs to Snake Pit, man. Congratulations on the wrench, bro. You dig? Make sure you guys hit the like button, share the show on your channel, and support the show via Cash App and via PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chaotic Truth changed up over the years. I used to see him on a couple of shows and stuff like that, but I'm glad he's doing well, and I'm glad he got his own thing going on. But you know, I don't really know his stance on this type of shit. And I'm not even gonna lie, I like to debate or whatever. I really don't care, you know, respectfully, you know, you know, I don't give a fuck, you know, because I know a lot of people don't know what they're talking about. A lot of people haven't even putting in, you know, you know, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you, like, especially with stuff like this, you're gonna be arguing with people that haven't even put in the work for the people that they're trying to defend. Even the people that they're trying to defend don't know who they are, you know? And that's kind of one of the things that we fuck up and fall short with in this space, is that we just debate for the sake of debating. You know, it never really gets us anywhere. I'm going to tell you the truth. Most debates shouldn't even be debates. If it's a true debate, I'm going to tell you the truth. Most debates should turn into a teaching session. The best debates are when you're going there to get educated, and not just get educated on the topics, but educated about the people that are debating. You understand what I'm saying? Most debates should be educational, because the thing is that sometimes in a debate, because a lot of the debates that we like to get into, it breeds stubbornness. And it's not even stubborn, it breeds stubbornness, but it's not just the stubbornnness. It's like when you're talking to somebody, especially if you never talked to somebody before, or never got into it with somebody before, or both of you guys are coming to an arena with new information, a lot of times new information isn't necessarily opposed to what you're bringing to the table. And what I'm saying is that, honestly, there should be nothing really to argue about upon receiving new information. It should be a teaching moment. And upon receiving new information that makes sense, you should be in learning mode, not debate mode. You know what I'm saying? Because you just got laced with new information. And what happens when you get laced with new information? You have to sit down with that information for a while. Your brain has to compartmentalize it. You may have to reread certain things with the new knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You may have to reread certain things with the new knowledge. And when you reread certain things with the new knowledge, then you start to learn more. You gain a better, or you gain a different understanding of things. And you shouldn't be mad about that. Is nothing is definitely not there to make you seem like you dumb or nothing like that, but it's some real shit. You know? What's going on, Jam and T? Peace to you. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button before you hit the poll. You did? You said the debating online is just a popularity contest. Nobody really has any points, right? And then most of the points that they hear, it's like, bro, you that came from a YouTube video. I know you never lived that, or you never researched that, or read that up, or cross-referenced it and stuff like that. Y'all, people just regurgitating YouTube videos. How do I know? I've made more than 3,000 YouTube videos. Everybody has a number, y'all. Keep going. Well, I don't know UFO Kamikaze because Drake was they actually reached out to Drake for the Super Bowl show. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. Most Kendrick fans wouldn't even go to a Super Bowl show. They're literally watching that shit at home. You know, but it's New Orleans, so they might pop out. But I'm not gonna lie. It's bad on Kendrick's behalf. Good on Drake's behalf because he created it. You know, Drake created the. I mean, aside from like Tupac and like the obvious disses, Drake created the club banger diss track. That back-to-back song with Meek Mill and all them stuff. Drake created the platform. Kendrick, I'm not gonna say all the songs got deep meaning and deep topics and stuff like that, but you don't want your best song to be an actual diss track, especially be tied to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want your best song to be tied to somebody because really it still gives them notoriety. And then especially if you're like an artist like a Kendrick or J. Cole that got deep subject matter, man, you want people to hear what the hell you talking about. So now he just kind of put a gate in front of himself that now when he talks about serious shit, people ain't gonna listen to it because he's like, man, won't you diss Drake again? It's like, we kind of passed that. And then I ain't gonna lie, I mean, depending on how this shit go, you know, that's slander vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's slander vibes. That's absolutely slander vibes. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But Kamala, man, Kamala, you know, I'm not even gonna lie. She put her in herself in position to even destroy her own, you know what I'm saying? Her own rhetoric, man. Even if all I could offer was 750 in her position, nigga, I would at least said like 1,500. That 750, man, them people, even they relatives about to look at her like, what the fuck? What the hell we gonna do with 750? Nigga, it cost 750 just to fucking try to get the hell up out of wherever the hell they at. That's not even an ambulance ride. The ambulance man said, fuck it, it's a hurricane, and ran. Yeah, diss track hit song is definitely a career killer. We know this. We DJs. Yeah, 750. What the fuck you gonna do with 750? What's going on? Insane One in the building. Insane One. I need you to download Mobile Legends, man. We gotta whip some ass off air, man. In between studying, I be whipping ass. And I want to whip ass with my bros, man. Pause. Shout outs to Insane One, man. Y'all hit the subscribe button, man. We about to have fun. Y'all support the show. We about to have big fucking fun, man. We about to have big fucking fun, man. You know. Yeah, the death of the party. Yeah, they swept that shit under the rug. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, and listen, take this from a nigga that goes live almost every day with a real message. You know, with the real message and giving y'all some real game. I really want y'all to take heed to what I'm saying because, yeah, shit might be funny and you can go look at quirky videos and stupid videos of niggas arguing back and forth and oh my god, what's happening to Jay Prince today? And oh my god, Fatty's talking to a lesbitarian today or whatever. You know, shout outs to Fatty and shout outs to Jay. But I'm saying some of these messages that I've been telling you right now is gonna sink in. Listen, dog, don't short yourself today. Been giving y'all the game for a long time. Obviously, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like y'all gotta pay attention to the detail that I go into. I go into details, not gossip girl shit. That's the problem with niggas now. Y'all want niggas like me and other stand-up cats to fucking fix that shit in the future. Y'all niggas have a taste for gossip girl shit. Anyhow, you pick up your phone, which is an external organ. I keep telling you, Kuda telling you, your phone is an external organ. Anyhow, you pick up your fucking phone and you go look for gossip girl shit, you're cooked. Might as well come hang out with me and the boys and play some goddamn Mobile Legends, man. You said, how are you gonna offer $6K for people to have a kid, but $750 for people who lost everything? Stupid bitch. I'm sorry, I had to add that extra on at the end for you, UFO Kamikaze. I know what you meant. All right, let's get into the game. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's go.
So apparently, Kamala Harris,
shout outs to mediocre tutorials and reviews. Let's get it.
Who was rejected from attending a live stream with Kai Cenat, who has turned down podcast invitations for interview from the likes of Dave Ramsey. She's been looking for a home to call hers to get her message out there to the youth. And she has found herself on a podcast entitled, and I cannot make this shit up because it says it right there, Call Her Daddy. This is not a drill. This is
now, I didn't know who the hell this was. I thought this was Bobby Adolph. And it probably is. I don't know, because all of them look the same. But anyway.
Absolutely real. She's joining a feminist podcast to continue to spew her rhetoric in the peak of boss babe fashion.
And I want to let you know, other than for puppet purposes, Stone Cold feminists don't like Kamala. But she is kind of what they like. That's why I said other than for puppet purposes. She is a sister with no kids. And you know how bad they wanted to sterilize sisters with no kids. I mean, well, they wanted to sterilize black women. But you know how bad they wanted to sterilize black women. Susan B. Anthony, Gloria Steinem, all of them. That's why it was funny as hell watching Superhead talk about them, right? And shout outs to Antisocial Socialite Podcast. We were talking about it a minute ago. In the term black feminist is a misnomer. If you know anything about history, I'm going to tell you some real shit. It's impossible to be a black feminist. The name is actually funny. Like, if you know anything about it, and I'm not even talking about no men's history, not his story. Even if you do women's history, there is no such thing as a feminist. A black one. It's an oxymoronic term. An ironic oxymoronic term. Do your history, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's actually kind of funny when you stumble upon the information. And then on top of that, what they do is they use the word womanist to hide behind certain things. Womanist. Hey, it is what it is. Now, what the hell is going on with Kamala? She's offering survivors $750, whatever the hell that's gonna do, whatever medical expenses and loss and all that, and insurance and all that, that's ate up. You might as well just go, nigga. You might as well take that $750 and go get a sandwich and go sit down and figure out how you gonna figure this shit out, because that $750 gone. That shit spent before it even hit your account. Now, play it like me, I can use $750. I got shit. I done did like 2 free shows for y'all recently, so I'm behind the 8 ball right now. I got school and books I need to get paid. I need to pay for. I don't know how that's gonna happen. These accounting classes aren't cheap. So it's safe to say for them that $750 is gone. That $750 is gone. And it's sad. So this is not looking good for Kamala. So I don't know what's happening with the Kamala camp. Her husband, I heard, slapped somebody recently. I can't confirm it. So her husband's a pimp. He backhanding bitches. She's on this podcast and then offering y'all $750. This is bad.
I don't need no man, down with the patriarchy, and is getting absolutely cooked for it. Now, it's a 7-minute clip out of a 40-minute longer podcast conversation, but this clip has 6,000 likes, 20.
Right, Eva. Oh shit, her husband a real nigga. Hold up. So you said her husband, I was just talking about that. I heard he backhanded somebody. So his husband beat down the ex-girlfriend, and then her husband got the nanny pregnant, telling her to get a wow, okay. And then on top of that, she's a stepmother. Woo! She dating Future at this point.
1,000 dislikes, and with the comment section fricasseeing her and this entire bullshit conversation alive. But anyway, let's review the content.
A rally in Pennsylvania, former President Trump recently told women, "You will be protected."
And this, let me tell y'all something. If you want to know if your girl's a feminist, pay attention to how she says men and pay attention to how she says woman. If she says men with like a certain twang, like men, like if she says men, because these are feminist pop words, you know. Catch up, y'all. God damn it. You can tell if she's an undercover feminist or if she's just a straight up bitch, right? So pay attention to how she says men and woman. All right, let's go.
And I will be your protector. What do you make of that?
Look, guys, I grew up in a middle-class neighborhood, unburdened by what has been.
So he who, when he was president, hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And they did just as he intended. And there are now 20 states with Trump abortion bans, including...
Now, why is your whole campaign about Trump and not the presidency and the American people? Your whole campaign is centered around, we need to beat Trump. She's not even an undercover feminist, Ed. Feminists right now are testing her. What this is right now, what the feminists are doing is, why should we vote for you? This podcast. She can't, listen, if Kamala's not talking about Trump, nobody really wants to hear what she has to say. That's crazy. All right, let's go.
Bans that make no exception for incest, which we just discussed, which means that You're telling a survivor of a crime, of a violation to their body, they don't have a right to make a decision about what happens to their body next, which is immoral?
It's funny how she says Trump ban. This is the lying rhetoric, and it's strong. It works against the masses who don't actually understand what is happening. The Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, saying that the government, the federal government, cannot make this decision. So that decision is moved to the states, removing federal government control for decisions that are that important and split is a good thing. Let the people decide, and the people are waking up. And I'm tired of this rhetoric of utilizing incest and R word, which is a 1% minority of total cases.
And women have a hard time with that. Women have a very hard time not realizing that the anomaly or the exception doesn't make the rule. They have a very hard time doing that, especially in times of debate. Because they'll take something that's rare and then makes it an all size fits all cap, and it's like that's actually a rare occurrence that this happens. And the fucked up part is that it's not even like a man pointing his finger at the woman thing. It's like, no, we need to stop talking about anomalies, because anomalies are special cases that can actually get help. I hate to say it like that, but it's the average person that's going to fuck around and suffer because they're using that as the rule of thumb when that's not the rule of thumb. And what they're trying to do is that they're trying to capitalize off of everybody's hate for Trump. That's the only thing that people really got in common now. And then the fucked up part is that a lot of people don't even know if they hate Trump. That's the crazy part. They don't know what he's going to do. That's also keeping them back also. They don't know what he's going to do. Devin D in the place to be. Shout outs to Devin D in the place to be. What's going on, player? Good to see you. You know, I got that clip loaded up, ready for you. Good morning, bro. I hope you're doing okay. Christmas, shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. We'll see how you feel when it's your girl's life on the line. Shut up. Because any nigga always going to protect this woman. Ain't nobody sitting up there. You're not about to fearmonger somebody. Something can happen to your girl. Shut up, nigga. Duh. Damn, if you a nigga and you've ever protected anything, duh. Shut your stupid ass up. And I want y'all to see how much people are sipping the fucking Kool-Aid. What if it happened to me? Ain't nobody protecting Trump. I don't need to protect Trump. That's what he got Secret Service for, you idiot. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, and you're dumb. I'm talking about the concept of protection. You are just as dumb as a lot of people that believe that the exception makes the rule. We're not even talking about Trump. You don't even know what you're talking. You don't even know what you're saying right now, do you? You don't even know what you're defending right now. You just had Tourette's and you just had to type something to feel like somebody, Christmas. And you're stupid, but it's okay. We're gonna fix you up, man. I know a lot of y'all ain't used to listening to real men express themselves and give y'all some real game, but it'll be okay. You listen to women all day, bro. That's cool. You gotta listen to me, y'all. The exception doesn't make the rule, so you shouldn't build the rule around the exception. You need to build it around most likely what happens in everyday today lives, so the people that really need help can actually get help. Okay? You need to build it around people that actually really need the actual help when they go through traumatic experiences or they face certain, fucked up circumstances. Okay? and stop listening to weird ass niggas on the internet that really have nothing to say. All right, my audience know what the hell I'm talking about. Christmas. They've seen me break down clip after clip. They know where I'm going with it. They chime in and they smart. I'm surprised you're still here. Like, one of them would have already got on your ass, bro, if they already haven't. But anyway, the exception doesn't make the rule, and that's something that really stifles a lot of women, and not even just women. As you can see, men too, you know, and people in a fucking conversation. See, as men, we want to make sure we're talking about the right things, and like what we're talking about is like it makes sense. We're not going to sit around and talk to you about the bullshit for long periods of time. Unless we want to talk to you about some bullshit for long periods of time. In a situation like this, you have to be smart. Because it's not our bodies. It's women's bodies. It's not men's bodies. People be like, oh, such and such had to drive to Delaware to get this procedure that shouldn't be done on her body, done on her body. And you know what they're arguing? They're arguing convenience. But you know what a man that actually protects women sees when they hear that? Yes. It's called deterrence. You gotta go out of your way to get that shit done. So at least on the drive, you can think about what the fuck you doing. You gotta go through some type of obstacle course. Killing shouldn't be that easy for you. On the last show, we talked about these pods that people can get into and unalive themselves. Shout out to my brother Evron dropping the huge $20 on the Cash App and sponsoring today's show already. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Yeah, you know what? I saw the video. I saw the thumbnail for the video, but I haven't heard the song. I will load it up. I got you. We're going to do a mid-mix. Stay tuned, Evron. I got you, bro. I appreciate you for supporting the show. Thank you to everybody that's supporting the show. Let's get it. Let's go.
More. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, maybe get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Yes, sir. I got you, bro. Let me get on that right now. And listen, and listen, y'all, because I don't want y'all to believe that I think that a lot of people are dumb, even though that a lot of people are. You know, I just people are late. Hold on, let me get Nightbot to chill out real quick. People are late, so sometimes talking about something over and over, it irritates me. So I'm not gonna lie. Some people I'm just gonna sit up there. I'm just gonna call you stupid. But it's not about calling somebody stupid. It's about educating people on a lot of things that they don't know. And bro don't know what he's talking about. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, so Christmas, I think you're a black woman. Because just the way you're talking, you're a woman, bro. You're not a man. I know how women type, bro. Like, you're a woman using a male's name on your account. You're a woman, bro. That's not a man, y'all. I know how women speak. He's a woman. I mean, whoever's using that account is a woman. I can tell how women type. Even dudes that support Kamala don't type like that. That's a woman. We can tell. Like, if you've been a content creator for a while, you can tell who's a man or a woman. It's like obviously you're a woman using a man. We're not dumb. People be trying. You chasing it, bro. We're not dumb. So obviously you're a woman, and I get it. That anomaly resonated with you, didn't it? But unfortunately, even women understand, and even women know that anomalies don't protect women. Anomalies don't protect women. It really don't. If you focus on an anomaly, society will be fucked. And you, as a man that should be worried about protection and protecting not just yourself, but the people around you, you need to be preemptive enough to understand that. It be dudes like this talking and never saved a woman's life a day in their life. So you just talking. Hey, let me tell y'all something. The power in the government, the people in power in the government, they like niggas like that. They like niggas like that. That's an easy vote right there. Give a fuck about what you think about no goddamn unaliving and shit. That's easy, man. All right, let's go, man. I'm not even going to acknowledge you no more. Ma'am, if my mods don't get rid of you, enjoy your mail account. Okay, let's get it.
Where abortion is involved as a tactic to prove what should happen to 99% of women. Because of the case of those 99% of women, prior to conception, they had access to over 30 forms of birth control. You have the right to choose in the majority of states today. But above all, you had the right to choose prior to conception. But you chose raw daddy. Let's proceed.
So this is the same guy that is now saying that. This is the same guy who said that women should be punished for having a boo. This is the same guy who uses the kind of language he does to describe women. So, yeah, there you go.
I do want to focus on a for a moment because 2 years ago, Roe v. Wade was overturned and women lost their constitutional right to an abortion. I put out an episode about it. I flew to North Carolina. Yeah. I went to a preferred women's health center. I met with women that were getting screamed at and chanted at and called.
Now, you got to understand, too. And we're going to throw on this Kodak. We're going to throw on this Yachty and Bia in a minute. We're going to get into the mix. And you guys can subscribe and hit the poll. One thing that a lot of our sisters don't realize is that white women and black women look at abortion completely. God damn it, I fucked around and said the word. Fuck. White women look at the A word completely different from black women. Okay? You may think you and them are having the same conversation. You're not. You're not. They look at the A word completely different from black women. All right? So this is why they're testing her with this. All right? This is why they're testing her with this. Before they even think about voting for her. They're not going to vote for her anyway. Because let me tell y'all something. And you've never heard nobody say this to y'all before, but pay attention to what I'm telling y'all because there's a lot of irony in this joke. What if I were to tell you that pro-black people and super even liberal white people are in the same fucking boat when it comes to voting right now. Rose, why ain't you talking for us black women? How do we know you're black? Silly bitch. How do we know you black? You could be a white woman. I don't know you, Rose. Keep asking why. Why are you commenting in my chat room? And then your next statement, you're going to play a victim. Anyway, Hotep white people and feminists are actually fucking mad right now, right? This election term, because they both got to vote for Trump. They both got, ain't that fucked up? Ain't that fucked up? Both of y'all. Umar and Gloria Steinem is mad right now because they got to vote for Trump. White women have been fucking quiet this whole time. What's going on, Tehran? White women have been quiet this whole fucking time because guess what? They like the idea of Kamala, but they're like, when that poll gets put in front of them, they're going to vote for Trump. When that poll gets put in front of them, they're going to vote for Trump. It's like, hell, they actually voted for Trump more than Hillary. Well, some of y'all can't remember that far back. Even the Latino sisters, they voted for Trump over Hillary. So it's funny that Umar, Tariq Nasheed, all the Hoteps, they're voting for Trump this time around. The reason why they can't openly just say it like that, and they gotta hide behind politics and policy, is because they told you years ago, don't vote for Trump. He's racist and he's this, that, and the third. But see, the game that America plays with its people, because it eats its own children, that's the black pill of it, is that you're voting for the lesser evil. Why? See, I think 4 years is a significant time because they know niggas' memories is cooked. Every 4 years, niggas forget this shit. But it seems like this year is special. After COVID, we don't know what's going on with the world. All right, so I think there's a white man behind Rose's account. So we're going to get Rose. You can be a Rose up out of here. You can, I don't Rose up out of here. All right. So a lot of people have to become philosophical hypocrites. I'm not saying that I agree with one or the other, but it is the truth. You did? Right. Whole NPC. She can play her ass up out of here. Yeah, if they say it enough, it's gonna stick. I mean that, but that is a legit way. I mean, repetition will make something stick. Okay, y'all hit the Cash App, support the show. Let's get back into this real quick. We're gonna get to a quick mix. Shout out to my brother Evron. Let's get it.
Old baby, and it was the most eye-opening experience I've ever had because I am a privileged white woman that lives in Los Angeles, and I am so aware of that. I understand that a lot
looks at abortion differently. God damn it! I said the word again. Shit. I'm too real for YouTube, man. She looks at the A word differently, y'all. especially rich white women. And honestly, nothing really makes them too different than the hood rat, but it really is class. In their head, it's really class. Because a lot of rich, well-to-do people are actually just as ratchet, if not more fucked up, than quote-unquote hood rats that's doing the same thing. So you would think that you would need certain clinics if you get knocked up by a loser. Oh, he can't afford the baby. Oh, he this. Oh, he that. But no. The same thing will happen if you get knocked up by a rich man. See, what a lot of y'all don't understand too is that these women are getting bonuses on top of that. Think about it. You get knocked up by a Tyrone or a Pookie, right? You might just get enough money to get rid of the honey. But when you get knocked up by a Varon and a fucking Stefano and a fucking nigga that owns a yacht, yeah, it's fucked up, you know, but he knows the doctor. He gonna pay for it. You gonna get the new Birkin, some clothes, and some nigga, completely two different worlds. You got women out here getting rid of rich nigga kids. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that. Hey girl, you can get child support and take them to the bank and then do it. Some bitches don't want to do all of that. I mean, they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay. But some people ain't finna do all of that. Some people that, you know, my thing is, and I'm not against the A word. I don't like it, but I understand it. I'm dark, I'm black pill, I'm deep. But I do have a problem if it's being used as birth control. I do feel some type of way about it if it's used as birth control. And that's what a lot of feminists, that's what they're worried about, because even feminists told y'all not to have kids. If you don't have any type of advantage in that situation. Even feminists tell y'all not to have kids. What's going on, Fendi? Feminists are anti-children. All right, let's get it.
A lot of the younger generation sees things online and it's like, what is right, what is wrong, what is real, what is not. Can you explain and talk about what is actually happening to access right now in this country?
Yeah. So again, I thank you for what you've been doing and at the earliest stage of this and following the stories.
And I wouldn't necessarily say Kamala is a feminist, not in the traditional sense, even though she came up in an era where you would think that would be the case. I just think she hung around dudes and went to parties, Diddy parties and shit like that, and just didn't get pregnant. You got women out there that's like that. They have all the sex in the world, just and hang around all the players in the world. They don't get pregnant. It's a thing,
So, you know, on public policy, I often tell my team, look, I don't want to hear about public policy is a fancy kind of speech or paper. Tell me how it'll affect a real person. So let's talk about how it affects a real person. The majority of women who receive care are mothers.
Oh, God.
So if she's in a state, and by the way, every state in the South, except for Virginia, has an ban. Okay. So imagine she's in a state with and 1 out of 3 women are, by the way, in our country. And she's a mom. So she's going to have to figure out, one, God help her if she has affordable childcare. God help her if she has paid leave. And then she's going to have to go to the airport, stand in a TSA line, sit on a plane next to a perfect stranger, to go to a city where she's never been, to receive.
Man, you really trying to paint the picture. She's trying to paint a picture for y'all. She has to go through this crazy process that's so inconvenient. Really? That would kind of give y'all look at this as inconvenience. She's talking about convenience, y'all. It's not convenient for her to snip. No. You got to go through some type of deterrence. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I know it's fucked up. Want to know what's fucked up about the A word? Let me tell you what's fucked up about the A word. If a man told her to do it. Damn. We pregnant. She wants to have the baby. He doesn't. So now she got to go through all of this for him. Right? But if this was for herself, it would be empowerment. It would be empowerment. It's the same way. It's dumb shit. Like this is the games that y'all that get played on y'all niggas if y'all don't understand. If a woman is in the house with you and she's sweeping up and mopping the floors, oh, she did it for you. You see the sacrifice she made for you, bro? She's sweeping that floor. She's doing it for you, dude. You're such a misogynist. She's sweeping that floor for you, bro. Not because the floor is dirty. Not because she doesn't want to live in a dirty house. But it's for you, dude. Fuck out of my face, man. Dude, if she got up and took a shower and put on makeup to come out to come see, she did it for you, bro. That's the game that gets played with you. That's the game that gets played with you. I don't think the A word should be an easy process. I think there should be a little bit of a deterrence in the process that you may have to go to. That should kind of slow some of y'all down for having sex unprotected. Hold on, I got you, Paul. You good, bro? And then the messed up part about the whole practice is that they will go out of state or out of town for the procedure, but you got to be out of town for like a month or two. You got to be out of town for like a month or two because the doctor that did that surgery or whatever, you need to go get checked out by other doctors and stuff like that, or at least by the doctors that he recommends. You can't go back to your home state. I know you got to be at work and all that other stuff. And look, the inconvenience of it should deter people to say, hey, let me go get a plan B, or let me kind of manage this a little, you know. What's going on, Cap? let me kind of manage this a little bit more responsibly. We live in a day and age like after the millennials, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Have you noticed after millennial women, and even some millennial women are wrapped up into this bullshit I'm about to tell y'all right now. Have you noticed like after millennial women, women's hygiene has like extremely declined? Women used to take care of their hygiene. They used to smell like Dove soap. Bitches used to take 3 showers a day. Skin used to be soft and delicate. Now, some of these women out here, they're like niggas. Smoking all day. Drinking Don Julio. Skin like leather. This bitch skin like leather. Niggas skin, no homo. Because niggas are bitches nowadays. No homo. Niggas skin be softer than the bitch skin. Oh, look, everybody got mad. Look, all the Kamala supporter left. Look, the numbers just dropped. They know it's true. The motherfucker left to go put some lotion on, man. Like, women used to... You can't even go to a woman nowadays, yo, can I borrow some lotion? She don't got any. Get some lotion, ma'am, please. Bras be smelling like blunts. They drinking the same shit the men are drinking and shit like that. Bitches drinking rum and all kinds of shit. I get it. There's nothing wrong if you want to hang out and go have fun and shit like that. But like, bro, the hygiene has declined. The hygiene has declined in modern women, man. Women used to be on point with all of that shit. Women used to be on point with all of that shit. You know, women used to tell you what the hell. Bitches used to sell Avon. They don't even sell Avon anymore. Yeah, man, the hygiene is like off the chain right now. And then see, what's bad about men that actually have top tier hygiene, right? You get referred to as gay. Now, a lot of dudes looked at Kevin Samuels, right? And obviously a lot of people like, oh man, he gay as hell, right? I know it's not the best example, but it is the best example. Kevin Samuels, the type of brother he is, I will call him pristine. You know, he gets up early. He takes care of his clothes. He takes care of his body. He's clean. He's pristine. His clothes are clean. They fit. They smell nice. They everything has an extra sense of care. A lot of people want to talk about like the truly independent class, but over the years, men have become truly independent. And a lot of people don't like that. Independent, like they cook for themselves, they clean. But the thing about it is that as a guy, if you're independent, right? If you go to a guy like that's house, you can tell if there's a woman around him or a woman not around him. If that house has a touch of, you know. I remember in my bachelor pad, I had my bachelor pad for a minute, and women would come through. It was like a revolving door. But you could tell I ain't have an actual, at the time, even when I had, you know, my girlfriends and stuff like that, but you could tell I ain't have an actual woman there. Because you can kind of tell if like a place has a certain touch. Women know what I'm talking about. Even men, if you pay attention, know what I'm talking about. You can just tell if it's like a guy's spot. Shit a little bit different when a woman around, you know? They'll clean it a different way, even though it's clean. They'll do certain things a different way, you know. Your fucking bathroom be smelling like strawberries and all kinds of shit. You know, a nigga, you know, if it's just a nigga at the house, his bathroom gonna smell like Old Spice. You know, if it's a lady at the house, okay, all right, nigga, all right, fucking bathroom smell like blueberries, okay, cool. But you got a lot of women, and I'm not saying that, but you got a lot of women that really don't take care of their body, and women's bodies are way more delicate than a man's body. You know, a man can afford to somewhat not take care of his body for a few years. You know, we're sufferers. The average nigga can be Jeff Hardy. You know? What's going on, Jalen? So yeah, you got a lot of women going now in the future. They're not worried about honest mistakes. You know, they're not worried about honest mistakes. They're just worried about, yo, can I run it up? You know, women are worried more about running it up instead of really taking care of themselves. And that's kind of unfortunate, the younger women. You know, the millennial and older women, they come from a generation where you got to take care of yourself. You got to know your body. A lot of these little girls, they don't know their body. If you knew your body, you wouldn't deal with just anybody. It's player talk. Let's get it.
Receive the care she needs.
The victimhood.
She's going to probably have to get right back on that plane because she's got those kids. Her best friend's probably not with her because that's who's taking care of the kids.
And you see how they go out of their way? What about the baby daddy? Oh, she got to get on the plane. Then she got to come right back. Then she got to have the procedure. Why don't you put a realistic spin on it, Kamala? Why would a woman with kids got to get an A word? She probably cheated on her husband. And she's telling them that she's not ready for another kid to cover up the fact that that kid probably not his. Why her kids got to be home with her best friend? Why can't they be home with the husband? See this fucking picture that they paint in your head? There's no man there. But the evil nigga that's about to snip this kid out of her stomach. There's no man there, y'all. Okay.
To get back in that TSA line, to get back on a plane, to go home.
And that's all if they can even afford the plane ticket or the bus ticket.
Exactly.
Painting modern day, westernized, first world citizen women as the victim for getting pregnant is diabolical work. Your act.
All right, hold on. Before we get into this now, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Before y'all hit this poll, we only got 96 votes, man. Y'all can hit this poll. Hit that subscribe button before you hit the poll. 16% of y'all said dating in 2024 is easy as fuck. 21% of y'all said dating in 2024 is hard and tricky. Pause. 25 of y'all said dating in 2024, people are doing too much. And 39 of y'all said everyone's a slut. Even you, Kuda. Now, I have you know a Fendi fact. I am not a slut.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, Jesse.
What's your name?
Sam.
Sam. And are you a slut, Sam?
I have 2 brothers.
Oh, okay. Are you close to them?
I am very.
And do they see you as a slut?
We're all sluts. You're a slut. All these dudes behind you are sluts. Your cameraman's a slut. Your PA's a slut. And your mic's a slut.
And what made you a slut?
Beta, are you a slat? See, y'all just projecting what y'all are onto me. Y'all the sluts for real. Y'all hit the subscribe button. Keep hitting the poll. Let me know what y'all think. What is dating like in 2024? Let's go.
Acting like women become pregnant on accident. No, allowing someone to enter you raw daddy always has a risk.
Oh, skeet, goddamn.
Not as easy as catching a cold as it is to get pregnant. There were some decisions that happened beforehand of getting the A. Again, 30 forms of birth control. Yet you detail this victimhood process after conception. Go to the airport, sit in a TSA line to a city where she's never been, next to someone who she's never met before.
She's so scared. Wasn't scared of that dick. I mean, women like to smash raw too, y'all. You know, raw is war with them also. Raw is war. Oh, I'm not gonna be on YouTube for long. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Hit the like button, support the show. Raw is war for them also, you know?
Boo-hoo-hoo, blah, 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 blah. Cry me a goddamn river. No accountability for protecting your womb. Meanwhile, back in 2018, 2019, there was more black babies reported in New York than were born. I know I said 2018, 2019, but I just found some quick stats from 2013. According to the report, black women accounted for 29,000 terminations, representing almost 42% of all A's in the city. Again, this is New York City. That same year, black women in the city gave birth to 24,108 babies. This 29,000 number should scare you for a variety of reasons. Mostly that it surpasses live births by nearly 5,000, but also the total amount.
Listen. This is old fucking news. More black kids, more black people have died in the womb than they have outside of the womb. Bad enough the womb is there's genocide going on in the womb. Okay? I'm being dead serious. And this is not a moment to sit here and blame on our sisters. This is not a moment to sit here and rag and blame on our sisters. You have a feminist here that wants to use that with autonomy, which is her right to if she wants, right? Asking Kamala a loaded question, basically garnering the vote behind it. Hey, should we vote for you? But not even liberal, not even straight up Democratic white women are voting for Kamala like that. They're voting. They're not out here in droves. Like, this is the most quiet I've ever seen white women ever. They're voting for Trump. They kind of had to bow out of this election. They're voting for Trump. Like, this election ain't even stacked the way that they thought it was going to be stacked. They're voting for Trump. At first, they thought Biden or somebody else was going to run. Biden got sick. Kamala just popped up out of nowhere. It took them for a surprise. They don't know what the hell Kamala's doing. That's what this is for. White women are compromised. And then let me tell y'all something too. Y'all keep bullshitting. Let me give y'all the game. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. Feminist women actually really vote Republican. A lot of them pretend and vote Democrat, but even behind their gay friends' back, a lot of them vote Republican. A lot of those feminist women go home to husbands. Even the ones with the fucked up little haircuts and the colored extensions, a lot of them, they just got husbands too. See, a lot of y'all won't understand the concept of being in control of a whole nother group of people that shares your ideology, but they're not like you. Does that make sense? It's like I can control a woman that doesn't have kids. She reads Gloria Steinem too. She knows all the talking points, all the rhetoric. That's like me turning evil, right? Like if you think about it, like Devin, UFO, all my wrench holders and everybody that's from the space. That's like me turning evil and finding a loophole how to control people with all of our talking points. You understand what I'm saying? Because them looking at somebody like me, if they knew who I was, they would believe that we have a lot in common. I speak the same lingo, I speak the same language, but my intentions, right, is not in the same place that theirs is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about it, right, they would be red pill raging, and I'm already past that, and I know where they are in their journey, but I can control them, right? And let's say it was like a whole bunch of incel dudes that are raging and shit like that. But when they look at me, they're like, but Kuda, you have a wife, you have a kid, you have a this and you have a that. But they're not mad at me for having that. And that's raw information right there too, because I know that despite what the fuck they talking about, low-key they aspire to have that. And that's some real shit. That's exactly what's going on with the feminists. But you know who the feminists are in control of? They're in control of the fem-cels. Whole different radical group of women. They have the same ideology, by the way. I'm giving y'all some real good game. Y'all need to be supporting the show. Goddamn, 2 hours? We doing this again? 2 hours into the show. And shout outs to, I still got you on the mix. I got you, bro. I'm about to get past this and we're going to play the mix. Shout outs to my brother Evron for supporting the show. And shout outs to my brother David Akasanya for supporting the show. Y'all hit the Cash App, y'all hit the PayPal. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The reason why they need to talk to Kamala about this is because a lot of fem-cels are not incels. They are females locked out of the hypergamy and the marriage market for whatever reason, and usually it's a personal reason and their ideology. They root for the women that sort of can make it if they're not hating on them. And they're mad at men and they're sleeping with men that they generally don't respect. So they're not incels. They're not involuntary celibate. They're locked out of a different market that they would like to have access to. Okay? And the guys that they're currently sleeping with, because they like raw sex also. Why y'all act like women don't like raw sex? A lot of them are allergic to shit too. A lot of them can't afford to get pregnant by the men that they have on top of them. These are guys that if the right man comes by, she gone. And a lot of them too, a lot of these fem-cels, they actually go after the opposite. They actually sleep with compromised dudes to reaffirm their feminist beliefs. I know it sounds fucked up, but it's the truth. This is what's going on in the world. That's why I tell y'all in this little red pill space, or whatever the fuck y'all want to call it now, if you actually go outside and you're active, the irony of it is you're going to actually date a lot of feminists. You're going to date a lot of feminists as a red pill guy. But you're not walking around saying, hey, I'm red pill. You're stupid if you walk around and say that. You're not walking around and saying, hey, this is the game. I don't like feminists and I'm a misogynist and You're dumb. And you don't know how to keep shit to yourself, nigga. Some of you niggas are dumb enough to fall in love with one too. I know how it goes. Keep listening to the idiots all day and not listen to somebody that knows exactly what's going on. I listen to a lot of idiots all day that just sit on the internet all fucking day. At least when I go into detail about something, you like, hey, that happened to me and that is true. What's going on, D-Mac? Yeah, raw dick and cheap liquor. They love raw. I'm not even gonna lie, it sounds like a good time, don't it? That sounds like a good time to a bitch.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
And a grape swisher.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus?
There are a lot of gay Republicans, and the funny part is that a lot of the gay Republicans also, when they get their money, they're not Democrats. They stay Republican. Shit is crazy, man. This world is fucking wild, man.
Of homicides within New York City within 1 year usually ranges every year from about 300 to about 500 people. So the total homicide rate over a 15-year time span is still less, way less than the A rate within 1 year. Bump man versus bear. We need to start talking about woman who don't want you versus bear. Let go.
Exactly. Because when Roe v. Wade was overturned, I remember my DMs were flooded with thousands of women begging me to help. And
that's cap. That's fucking cap. That's fucking cap. Thousands of women. Nigga, some shit happens. Kamala is not even overwhelmed with thousands of women begging you to help. Imagine something get overturned in the courts and I go to a friend like, help. And then they lie all day. They lie all day. Thousands of women. Yeah, it creates an unhealthy society. Absolutely. They lie. It's a big ass lie. And then you know what's funny? This is why I'm giving y'all some A1 commentary. Y'all hit the Cash App. Support the show. Niggas think that we supposed to sit around for long periods of time and listen to a whole lie conversation. This ain't my first rodeo. It's a lie. And just like a lot of you niggas operate like bitches. You operate like women. If there is no boogeyman, especially a boogie black man, but if there is no man in place playing the boogeyman, you don't even care. It's Halloween right now. If there's no boogeyman in the haunted house, you don't even want to go in. There always got to be somebody to blame it on, and this is why Kamala's whole campaign is and because I'm not saying she's wrong, but it's like, bro, start talking about policies. What are you gonna do? But it's no, we got to talk about Trump or talk about some man that's not doing something and stuff like that, and then we got to run this old. It's taboo. It's old. It's worn out. Women are in control right now. And let me tell you something. If you're a true woman and you're a true womanist, women actually don't like that. You want to know why? You want to know why? Let me tell you. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know why women don't actually want women in control. And real women know this. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know why women don't want other women in control. Because women ain't a one-size-fits-all type shit. Put a 1 in the chat if you want. What's going on, Pastor? Put a 1 in the chat if you want the straight up real information why women don't want other women in control. Put a 1 in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me send this to myself. Put a 1 in the chat. Send this to myself. I got you, Evron. I'm a no tweaking. And no tweaking. Oh, y'all trying to be funny. Shit, I'll put a 1 in the chat. Fuck it. Hold on, y'all. Oh, there we go. Shout out to David. Shout out to Snake Pit. All right, thank you guys. Fendi said women don't know what they want. Their decisions is usually based off of emotion more than logic. There's some truth to that. But women don't even trust other women. What's going on, Aaron B? Women don't even trust other women. Not to make certain decisions for them. They on code with each other. But let me tell you why women don't even trust other women and why they don't want other women really in control, honestly. Most women aren't alpha women anyway. And the alpha women don't know how to make a decision for most women. But let me give you the straight up game why women don't want other women in control. Because women are fake as fuck with each other. That's why. I know a lot of y'all haven't overturned every single stone, but pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. A lot of women are fake as fuck with each other. They're fake. They have whole friendships that are fake. Whole relationships that are fake. And some of us guys, we can see right through it. They're fake as fuck with each other. They can be fake with each other for hours on end. Fake. Straight up. Women are fake as fuck with each other. They understand each other and they understand not to do certain things. They're not dumb. But women are fake as fuck with each other. And this is the thing. They don't like when another woman, especially if they thought the woman was powerful at first. They don't like when other women are in control of their shit, because what happens is when that woman fucks up or something happens and they got to hold that woman accountable, they feel that it reflects on them, which it does. And when they have to go against each other, when they got to go against the beehive, oh, you're going to see how fake they are. You're going to see how fake they are. Oh, it's going to be so fake. Oh, it's going to be so fake. Oh, it's going to be so fake. That's why a lot of bees probably don't agree with the queen bee, but will never say nothing to the queen bee, because guess what? They know the hive is going to be on them. Women are under a dictatorship. See, if I'm wrong about something, even niggas that's in here that got a wrench will be like, hey, Kuda, I don't fully agree with that. Hey, Kuda, I don't. You know, you got a lot of go along to get along dudes. I'm not going to say that it doesn't exist in the male population, but there's men that disagree, and guess what? We chop it up. Women? Nope. Nope. You even got women that won't even go as far as to tell another woman that they don't agree. They just try to start doing their own thing, and they get met with the same resistance as if they didn't agree, when they literally just want to do their own thing. The sisterhood is crazy. That's why it's called the sisterhood of failure, because they expect you to fail along with them. And if you a smart bitch and you don't want to do that, it's kamikaze time. Women secretly definitely don't like each other. You start putting certain variables in the way, you're going to start seeing who's real. And a lot of these women don't like Kamala like that. She just happened to be in position. She's the deterrence that's there to make it seem like it's equal amongst the Democrats. And then the thing is that the Democrats are like, okay, well, even though he's not showing himself like that, Joe Biden, he's somewhat okay now. He doesn't have COVID like that anymore. So they're like in this weird conundrum where it's like, okay, Kamala, you can step down. But it's like, no, actually, she's going to really run. And it's crazy because they're forcing a lot of the Democrats to vote Republican. And the funny thing is high key but low key. Trump's a Democrat. Trump's a Democrat. And that's why a lot of Republicans don't think Trump is a... Where War Master at? I summon a wild War Master. Never mind.
It's overwhelming. And I can't even imagine. I'm saying that in front of you, but it's overwhelming. And I remember people begging me, like, I just need to afford a bus ticket so I can get out of this desert that I live in the South. So I can.
Wow. So 1,000 women, Roe versus Wade get overturned, and 1,000 women just low key are just pregnant now, and in your inbox telling you that they need to get a bus ticket now. Okay. Lying ass.
Get to a state.
Oh, conscious moron. Oh my God. Don't tell me you voting for Kamala, bro.
You know what I mean? It's like these.
I think you did mention this before, but all right, let's go.
People are literally landlocked.
It's absolutely crazy, too, that she chose to wear a hoodie, to dress so casually in front of the vice president of the United States. Even on the stream with Aiden Ross and Trump, Aiden Ross the first time anyone really has seen him in a suit was on the stream with Donald Trump, but he showed Trump
because these
respect.
broads don't give a fuck. The feminists was trying to clown Kamala. They're trying to make a mockery out of her. Y'all still not picking this up?
Let's keep going.
Into a position that they don't want to be.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing is that you don't have to abandon your faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government shouldn't be telling her what to do. If she chooses, she'll talk to her priest, her pastor, her rabbi, her imam, but not the government telling you what to do. And that's what's so outrageous about it, is a bunch of these guys up in these state capitals are writing these decisions.
Here we go.
A bunch of these guys. So if y'all want to ask who's starting the goddamn gender war this time around, you got it. Yeah, that's really not Sigma, but what's going on, New? Let's go.
Because they somehow have decided that they're in a better position to tell you what's in your best interest.
A lot of Sigma males are actually voting for Trump, but okay.
Than you are to know what's in your own best interest.
Okay, yeah. Oh, man, bad men. Ooh, these damn men, these guys over here deciding for you because of the patriarchy. What's best for you?
It's outrageous.
It's outrageous. I mean, daddy gang, to put it in
daddy gang.
Our TikTok terms. I have seen girls on the street walk up to men and be like, do you know where a tampon goes? Do you know how many tampons we use? Do you even know how, do you know what a...
because the average man is in charge of women having tampons, y'all. The average man is in charge of women having tampons, y'all.
X or Y or Z is of a part of our, and they don't know the answer.
Oh yeah, because mean man, stupid, can't understand. By the way, it's hilarious watching these feminist podcasts that obviously hate men.
And the funny part is, it's like Pearl or Tampax. It's like, and the funny part is, women don't even know what women are. Have you ever fuck a tampon? Fuck plug in a hole. I'm sorry, ladies, it's gonna get real graphic. But have you ever asked a woman what's a woman? Gay, and then the feminist women don't even know their gay friends are lapping them. Anyway, what's going on, Toya?
Men yet want to be called a male term such as a daddy. Daddy gang, that's what your audience goes by. Absurd.
The first vice president or president to ever in office go to a reproductive health care clinic. Ever.
Really?
Yes.
What's going on,
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that, but I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
To your point.
And yet the men are making the decisions about our bodies.
Here's the other thing about this point, that it's about IVF treatments and access. It's about access to contraception, which is very much at risk with these folks. It is about, back to the point about reproductive health clinics. You know what those clinics also do? They do PAPs. They do breast cancer screenings. They do HIV testing. And they're having to close in many places with these bans.
I figured out everything I need to know about Kamala Harris because she didn't check what the chick just said. She's insinuating negativity, that it's men at fault, that it's men doing this shit, when there are just as many women that agree on the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
Well, mediocre tutorials and reviews, you didn't pay attention to what Kamala was saying. Kamala is basically saying that it's men setting up the dominoes and the feminist woman is knocking them down. She knows what they want to hear, and Kamala has been pushing this man narrative the whole time because she's a woman versus a man. Kamala is starting the new gender war. Everything is about women, 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 women. And then guess whose heart she got? Guess whose heart she got? The daughter dads. I want a good future for my daughter. And like, if Trump is in office, your daughter's not gonna have a good future. Who raised you?
But instead of correcting her with the truth, she drives greater gender divide by allowing this woman to continue with her feminist drivel unabated.
So think about the fact that for anyone who has gone to one of these clinics, you understand that it is.
Yeah, go look at a lot of the dudes that's like, I'm voting for Kamala. Kamala. The daughter dads. The daughter dads. Shout outs to Devin D. Y'all hit the Cash App. God damn it. They're taking advantage of the daughter dads. And it was fucked up is that, this is Player Talk Radio. A lot of those daughter dads, right? They were players or believed to be players. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell y'all something. There are several times in a man's life. Listen to me. This is Player Talk Radio, so I can talk to y'all about this. I am qualified to talk to y'all about this. How much game and shit I've told y'all. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. I'm about to give y'all a real big thing that y'all never thought about, and only players and niggas that been around real shit can actually tell y'all some shit like this, because a lot of people don't think about shit like this. Listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. There are several times in a man's life where a man can pretend and hide behind the moniker of player. Okay? Yeah, Danielle, you're right. I'm well, not just beta men. You got some alpha dudes too that are lost in the sauce, but I guess, but listen to what I'm saying. These dudes, if they were right, or they stood behind their game, or they know what the hell they were talking about, they wouldn't feel remorse. having a daughter. They wouldn't. If you wasn't doing nothing wrong, I mean, of course, yeah. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I kind of lied here and there and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but why does that make you feel remorse? You should be able to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I can give my daughter the game. This is what niggas lie about. She gonna be gamed up. Daughters got the game. Women are players. Y'all still don't get this. You know, a lot of boy moms, they don't feel remorse about how much niggas they probably played when they have a son. They warn their sons. They warn their sons. They don't soften up around men. They understand men more, but they warn their sons. They warn their sons. And the only type of emotion, sadness, or remorse that they feel towards their young boys, especially if he's black, is because there and then they understand that, damn, my son can leave the house today and not come home because of some stupid shit out here. They fear for their son's safety. They fear for their son's safety. They're not all up in their son's dating life. They probably get their sons condoms and shit like that and all kinds of stuff, but they let their sons, come on, man. But you gotta go through goofball shit with these daughter dads. And I get it. It's because it's what we talk about on the show all the time. It's the Madonna whore complex. But it's hypocritical. It's the Madonna whore complex, but it's hypocritical. And you can spoil your daughter. You can love your daughter. You can tell her all kinds of stuff. You can try to protect her as much as possible. But you're going to have to get to an age where it's like, listen, with my kids, I can instill whatever I can instill in them. And hopefully they take that to wherever they take it. But they're going to have to be their own person. They're going to have to be their own person. Eventually. Because no guy wants to go to a Diddy party. And it's like, Mom? No guy wanted to go to a Diddy party. And it's like, your niece is there. Or your cousin's there. Or your daughter's there. Or your auntie's there. It's the Madonna whore complex. But sadly, niggas in this space got to deal with that bullshit. Nigga be like, I'm voting for Kamala. And you like, why? And then you realize later on in the conversation, this nigga got 6 daughters. Like, oh, nigga, that's all you had to say. Like, damn. Nigga really trying to make it seem like he was doing something big philosophy and all kinds of shit. And it's like, the crazy part too, if you actually, the funny part is that you're around all that estrogen, you're around all that women, all those women. If you really understood women, you should understand that Kamala gonna have your fucking kid on a program. That you're better off individually schooling your kid and giving them the actual game tools and knowledge that they can use to be decent, effective young ladies. And you leave it up to the government. Y'all niggas be handing y'all kids over to the government. But hey, let's get it.
Sometimes the most trusted
place, red pill, right?
Place where people receive that kind of health care because they walk into those places that are generally staffed by people who.
But you red pill though, right? You did.
Who create a safe place for people to come in without judgment. So anyone seeking any kind of reproductive health care and wanting to go to a place where they feel safe and without judgment, these clinics have often been the place that people can go. And many of them are having to close because of these laws.
I was raised Catholic. And
no, I understand it. I'm not going to argue with them. Yeah, they want the best for their daughter, even if it means cucking themselves or their children out to the government. I've seen it. This ain't my first rodeo. But Kamala or the feminists is not going to have your daughter on the right trajectory. Nothing is, listen, and I want you niggas to hear me loud and clear. Nothing is ever going to replace you being a proper father and instilling your children with proper information about the world that they're being prepared to live in. Okay? Because I don't give a fuck. It's only 4 years. Somebody else will come back around and do some other shit and your daughter's still in trouble. Whereas the mindset and the tools and stuff that you instill in them is gonna be around for the rest of their lives. You can only prepare them for the world that they're gonna live in. It's not low, oh, Trump gonna grab you by the pussy. Man, Trump ain't thinking about none of that shit. God damn.
Abortion is a sin.
You ain't Catholic anymore.
And when I put out that episode, I had a lot of women reach out to me
And let
saying,
me tell you something. Catholic women don't have abortions. You got to be an idiot if you think Catholic women are the last women on the planet that have no goddamn abortion. Catholic women don't believe in that. They will have the kid. So that's cap.
and like, wow, I
Catholitical cap.
You know, live in the South, and I never thought about it that way. Like, maybe I am pro-choice because I won't get it and because of my religion,
right.
But why should we control what someone else wants
to do?
And that's
and you know what's interesting, Alex, to your point, what I'm finding as I travel, people who before 2 years ago, before Roe v. Wade was overturned.
The new ones probably do, but that's not in their religion. Catholic women don't have those. Catholic women don't do that. Catholic women are having them kids, bro. You tripping. I grew up around Catholic Hispanic women. What you talking about? I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, if you run into one that's actually doing that to her body, she's going against her religion. And that's not them. That's not Catholic. That's not a Catholic person's problem. That's a rebellious problem. That's a rebellion towards religion. And I get that. People rebel towards religion. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. Y'all just found my channel. The shit that y'all damn near know today, the shit that I've been around for the last several years has put a lot of this in front of y'all. Because people were not having these conversations like this. I know I look light, but I'm very heavy. I know way more than you think I do. All right? I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not just no random nigga on the internet. I've been having these conversations for a long time. You can subscribe to the channel. I got a whole repertoire. I put in the community work. I've been a humanitarian. And you want to know why I do it on the internet? Because I'm making sure it's recorded. So believe me when I tell you, I know what the hell I'm talking about. And I go outside.
People who felt very strong about that they are anti are now seeing what's happening and saying, I didn't intend for all this to happen. And I think that's also why in state after state, so-called red states and so-called blue states, when this issue has been on the ballot, the American people are voting for freedom. Because ultimately it's about, look, this is not about imposing.
So why doesn't the American people have freedom? Let me guess, Trump. You do know Kamala's in office right now, so this is under her rule. Why don't the American people have freedom? Why would we be voting for freedom if you were freedom? I see you lifted. No problem with that. And yeah, we could chop it up on that because I see things from that perspective also. But You got to keep in mind, I'm talking to an audience also, so I got to keep things to a certain level. You did? But I'm telling you, them motherfuckers will have the baby. You know? Off rip.
My thoughts on you in terms of what you do with your life or your body. It's actually quite the opposite. It's saying the government shouldn't be telling people what to do.
It's so hilarious to watch her switch around.
The government shouldn't be telling people what to do, but as a president or a vice president, you are the government. Shout outs to Lifted. Yeah, I got you. My bad. I can barely see y'all icons. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was a sister. My bad. But I got you. She just said the government can't tell you what to do. You're the government. Yeah, our policy game is weak. Oh, Jesus.
No, the overturning of Roe v. Wade means less government control. You're putting the decision back in the hands of the states. But instead, she's flipping it around for it to mean something completely different. It's so dangerous when I hear conversations like this, because then I hear other things and I'm like, well, what can I believe? Now, I would be absolutely ridiculous if I didn't go look at some of these hilarious ass comments. Come on, let's go down in there. Thank you, comment section, for restoring
right. You gotta look at the comments
and humanity. Who all just came here for the comment section? I grew up in a middle-class family that was unburdened by what has been, because I have a theory about a theory that coconuts can be fermented. Y'all ever heard of the draft? By the way, this is from a woman. At least 1 million American men have died while under compulsory service to this country. Podcast viewership and rating going forward have been unburdened by what has been. Yo, what is her staff telling her? Say it to her. Shit, who the hell declines Ramsey but goes on call her daddy? Absolutely absurd behavior. Who is on her staff that's telling her to do this shit? Do they have no faith in her whatsoever that this would make sense to do? These comments are everything. How long before the comments get disabled? How to answer questions like Kamala. Repeat the question out loud. Say the question.
And this is the thing. If Kamala made sense, I would be like, yo, vote for her. Vote for her. And I got a lot of friends that's gonna vote for her. I don't look at them sideways. But now if you vote for Kamala, bro, you're a victim. And then she giving people $750 for a natural disaster, but they're sending billions of dollars for a war. Billions of dollars for a war, but $750 and your house flew down the street.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Nigga, your house is where your neighbor's house is. And you like, Kamala help, and she like 700. They didn't even give it to you. She just said, what you want, 750?
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Kamala help me. My house is on top of my neighbor's house. What can I do? 750. 750.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
And then the fucking Gulf of Texas is loading up another hurricane. What's this next hurricane coming? Hurricane Griselda? Like, it's loading up another hurricane.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus?
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Nigga, by the time you're $750 clear, another hurricane is coming.
there's a kid back there.
I'm in danger.
You're in danger.
Is important. Say you take the question seriously. Try to make an analogy to your childhood. Offer no solutions and don't answer the question. The end. Shout out again to this podcast. You have single-handedly tanked her campaign and is offering more data and insight that the current polls are not. But to leave off, a couple of words from Bill Burr.
I don't like people telling me what to do. And I always just like, it's your body. Who the am I to tell you what to do with your body? So that always makes sense. All right? However, I still think you baby. See? That's where it gets weird. It's not a baby yet. That's what they say, which may or may not be true. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I'll tell you, my gut tells me that doesn't make sense. It's not a baby yet. That would be like if I was making a cake and I poured some batter in a pan and I put it in the oven, and then 5 minutes later you came by and you grabbed the pan, you threw it across the floor, and I went, what the f***, you just ruined my birthday cake. And then you were like, well, that wasn't a cake yet. It's like, well, it would have been. If you didn't do what you just did, there would have been a cake in 50 minutes. Something happened to that cake, you cake, son of a...
And I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. That's funny as hell that he used Bill Burr. Because comedians can speak to y'all in a way that another truth teller can't. If you're going to be a truth teller, I'm telling you right now, it's in your best interest to become a comedian. You'll be wasting your life sitting up here trying to talk to people and give them some real goddamn sense. You are better off becoming a comedian. If you want to tell the truth at any facet in your life, and you're black-pilled, sit back and watch people laugh at some shit that they normally would have gotten mad at you about by just simply telling the truth. Get that type of satisfaction. Be weird in that little way. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got your little quirks and stuff like that, you know, because people, you know, the world ain't as simple as people try to. I mean, I don't know, man. People are weird. Just get your shit off. You understand what I'm saying? When all is said and done, get your shit off, bro. Now, shout outs to my brother, Evron, for supporting the show, dropping a huge 20 on the Cash App. Make sure you guys drop another request. If you want to drop a request, we're gonna throw on a little bit of tunes real quick, and we're gonna get into the main event of the show. Talk about some other stuff. Make sure you guys hit the like button and support the show. If you want a song played, if I can play it, definitely hit me on the Cash App or the PayPal, and I'll throw it on real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all rock out. Make sure y'all got some headphones, man. Make sure y'all got some headphones. You say, you know, they're in trouble when they start trying to censor some of the comedians. Yeah, but you know what? It got to be comedians that can really tell a story. That's why I'm kind of excited that YouTube is about to do 3-minute shorts. And make sure when y'all get here, y'all hit the hype button. Y'all haven't heard of it before, but I'm giving y'all the game. There's going to be something coming on YouTube called the hype button. Make sure y'all hit the hype button. I go live all the time. I'm consistent. I know a lot of y'all felt me doom scrolling. That's cool. But I need y'all to hit the hype button. I need y'all to hype the channel up. I need y'all to support via Cash App, via PayPal. We might be getting our super chat back soon. I got a lot of stuff going on this month. Y'all pray for me. Hopefully I get my certifications by the end of this month. I got to wait to the 18th to retake my test. Then we applying for monetization back. I've been demonetized for a year. So y'all factor that in, man. Player Talk Radio, man. This shit crazy, man. You know, so I appreciate everybody that hit the like button, support the show, and rock with the show. Now, yeah, we're gonna get it back. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, it's at the 18th though. You know, it's the 18th of the month. I gotta retake my certification test. So yeah, y'all pray for me, man. I failed, but I didn't fail. I got like 76, 70, 77, and like on one part I got like 43, and then I passed the last part. So I passed the 5th part of the test, but the other parts I got like in the 70s, and they're like, oh well, to pass it you got to be in the 80s. I'm like, really? So I failed one question each part, and that put me in the 70s instead of the 80s. So ain't that a bizitch? I thought C students get it, but I guess not. You know, whatever grading curve they using nowadays. But we're gonna get it. I just can't take it until the 18th. You know, so just give me a good chance to study, and they'll be here before you know it. You know, in a week or so. So you know, I'm gonna be on beam this week, but I need you guys to hit the like button, support the show, share the show, man. It's a really good show. We talk about a lot of real stuff. I don't want y'all. I know y'all are on YouTube and y'all used to go into echo chamber. Let me tell y'all before we get into the mix. Let me tell you why YouTube has become the biggest echo chamber ever. Because you're only gonna click videos, for the most part, that agree with what you're talking about. Think about it. If you think the Diddler is the most evilest nigga on the planet and he's responsible for every single bad thing that happened in the movie in the music industry, you're gonna click nothing but Diddler videos slandering the guy. Somebody would have to come up with a title and be like, yo, Diddy might be guilty, but wait. And then start introducing other stuff to a lot of y'all before y'all start thinking differently. Now, if you're a real person and you got a real mindset and you know how the shit goes, then you might be thinking differently the whole time. But think about the person that doesn't think like you. See, that's a hard thing to do. It's easy to think like you, whatever that means. But think about the person that doesn't think like you. Not even some. When you say some on YouTube, that means there's millions. There's a bunch of people that's like, well, I'm just going to watch all Diddy slander content. And then guess what? You're going to run into a channel like mine, or you're going to run into somebody like me that will tell you, yeah, Diddy's not innocent, but have you considered this? Do you know about this? What about this? What about... And a couple things is going to happen. You either going to get mad, start trolling, or I'll probably make you laugh, because I did a Diddy impression, which was funny as hell. I sat back and I watched. That shit was actually funny. But, a lot of people... This is why a lot of people didn't like television. This is why television. This is why the internet is different from television. Like, the internet gives you the illusion of choice. The internet gives you the illusion of choice. Television, you have no choice. Especially old school television where it was just a couple of channels. That's where cable television and all of that shit came in, right? But the internet gives you the illusion of choice. You want to know when you actually had a choice on the internet for the most part? If you've been paying attention? When you first started using the internet. After a while, you have no choice. What they do is you make your choices, then your choices make you. They start building platforms that are built off of past choices of other people or older platforms, and they started using the algorithms to run those platforms. And guess what? Those algorithms are other people's choices that you somewhat agree with, and then you go along with it after a while. And then after a while, it's not even your choice no more. It's the algorithm. But what do you care? You want your dopamine. Why give you the secret of YouTube? You just wanted to come here and watch videos, right? You don't care about being educated. Following the crowd. So when I know when a motherfucker run into my videos and shit like that, it's like, oh man, I gotta say something, I gotta troll, I gotta stop this person, or I gotta disagree with them, or I gotta do something, boisterous, you know. I get it. But listen, y'all, it's Player Talk Radio. The link's in the chat if you guys wanted to come up and join the conversation. So don't say I never did nothing for y'all. But hey, look, we're going to get into the mix. It's Player Talk Radio. You want a song request? Hit the Cash App. I got you. It's Player Talk. Let's go. All right, hold on. All right, I kind of like that song. You know, it's new. My bad, y'all. It's a new song from Yachty and Bia. I don't know. I thought Bia writes her own lyrics, but it sounds like Yachty wrote these lyrics. Sometimes it's good to have the same writer on the same song because it's cohesive. But all right, we in the mix. It's Player Talk Radio. All right, yeah, we back, man. Had a little intermission. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, shout outs to everybody here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Support the show. You said even the knuckle tattoos, bro. Yeah, bro, David, I'm telling y'all. These dudes ain't going after no fucking wifey type, man. A lot of the wifey type dudes are some of the most different playbook of games that you're not ready for. Because you never date them. You don't date them. If you're looking for a feminine woman, 9 times out of 10, you don't date them in your life or haven't dated them in your life. They haven't been a big part of your life. And if you're dating in the Western world, a lot of dudes are cucked. Have y'all not been paying attention to the shows? I've been proving this the whole fucking time. But you know what y'all do? Y'all go to another nigga show. Not hating on him or nothing, but y'all will go to a chaotic truth show. And if he randomly on air has an epiphany like, oh my God, these women are pirates, then y'all try to come back to me with that shit. Oh, did you hear what Chaotic Truth said last night? Did you hear what Fatty said last night? Did you hear what Jay Prince said last night? He said women are pirates. Do you believe that, Kuda? And I'm sitting here with my hands up like a touchdown, like, nigga. Okay. I see what the problem is. Niggas don't listen. So keep lying to yourselves, man. I wouldn't date no girl with no tattoos on her face. I'm better than that. I date a different type of caliber of women, Kuda. I would never stoop that low. I know for a fact. I know the type of women y'all niggas don't date. Niggas ain't dating lawyers. They're not dating the progressive type women. And then let me tell y'all some real life facts. The fucked up part, if you do date the progressive type women, a lot of these dudes in these spaces. You want me to tell you what happens? You gotta be like a fine line nigga. Like you gotta be like a nigga in the middle. when it comes to women for a myriad of reasons, right? Like, for example, if y'all dudes was to date a lawyer type chick, you're not going to get like the professional lawyer lady. You probably get like a Fannie Wills. Like, she could be professional, but the fact that she's dating you, she's just going to be ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And people will be like, well, she's a higher caliber woman. Yeah, it don't matter. That don't mean she can't be ghetto. With you, though. Right? With you, though. This is what I'm telling you. Like, you'll date, like, the upper echelon type chick, but she'll be, like, for real. Like, look at ATL. When Lauren London went to go date a hood nigger, even though she a rich girl, she'll code switch and be ghetto. So it's like, the funny thing is that you can date the same girl, but you're not dating the same girl. And I keep telling you, different niggas bring out different people in other people. You understand? So it's like, yeah, you can get the baddie, you can get the bank teller, you can get the corporate girl or whatever. But a lot of y'all, she's not even good. It's like you might as well have not got that type of chick, because guess what? She's gonna be ghetto with you. You understand? And sometimes you can get them in their real form if you know how to flip that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather a bitch be ghetto with me than be fake. Because the ghetto shit, to a certain degree, on how they pull it off, it requires a little bit more commitment than the fakeness. So now I'm gonna switch gears with you. I'm gonna say, okay, let's say she's dating Brad. And the Brad might get the nose in the air, pompous, sweet, acting fake for him type chick. Probably get a little bit of a more better quality personality. But all that money, time, and all that other shit and stuff that you probably spending on that woman, now you're getting something fake. You get where I'm going with this, y'all? You pick up what I'm putting down? It's like he kind of really don't even get a better version because she's being fake. And the fucked up part is that she'll have kids with them. She'll have a whole little family. Y'all see the little pictures and shit. The in-laws like her. She'll go to all they dinners and stuff like that. Have a weird looking kid. And yeah. Yeah. So you got to make sure as a guy, you're being authentic. It don't matter if you get a certain type of chick. She's in rare form when she's with you. But if you see her acting fake towards other people or if you see her even towards you, you need to take mental note about that, because if you got to eject or if you're going to stay around, what you finna do? You finna waste your time trying to change an adult? Or are you gonna, you know, play it how it goes and then flip it and end up riding off into the sunset with something that you content with? But see, guys nowadays, the average guy, they're going after women that they have no business dealing with long term. I can see if you like the little broads with the little tattoos on their knuckles and the thing short term. It's like, yeah, you know, it's the weekend. She loose as a goose. And I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, rub up on the caboose. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's something that you would go after. But no, these dudes are trying to wife these girls up. They're trying to wife these girls up. They get on here and they lie to everybody on here. And they talk all this manosphere shit. And you know for a damn fact, if you put one of these in front of them, they will fold like a lawn chair. Example A. I'll give you a bunch of examples. I'll do this. I'll give you all a bunch of examples. Example A.
Oh yeah, you can have some of my chips. Yeah.
Why does it feel like there's a baby carrot in there?
What? No.
No, wait. What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I'll take the chip bag off right now.
Oh, you so good. You're not gonna date a woman with her shorts jugged up in her crotch, huh? You above that, huh?
Oh yeah, you can have some of my chips. Yeah.
Why does it feel like there's a baby carrot in there?
What? No.
No, wait. What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I'll take the chip bag off right now.
Even if you go to the gym, you can't escape the thoughts. You're too good.
Right terror.
Oh, yeah, you can't even escape it in the gym. You can't even escape it in the gym. You can't even escape it in the gym. You go to the gym, the thoughts are in the gym. Oh, but y'all too good to date these type of girls. I wouldn't date a girl with tattoos on her knuckles.
Oh yeah, you can have some of my chips. Yeah.
Why does it feel like there's a baby carrot in there?
What? No.
No, wait. What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I'll take the chip bag off right now.
Oh, I'm too good to date it. I'm too good to date a girl with tattoos on her knuckles. Cuda. Oh, I'm too good. Those girls are beneath me. That's all these girls do on the internet.
I guess I gotta do something, 'cause we've been going through something. I've been swerving, I'm swerving. We've been swerving.
Yeah, y'all already know. Dudes be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna date a girl. I'm not gonna date a girl that's tatted up on her knuckles and on her face." Lying they ass off. I don't go for that, Cuda. Lying ass. I like my lady fully clothed, Cuda. Lies.
Rip out my shirt if you love me. Spit in my face when you fuck me. Play with my goose while you suck me. Eat the dick like
lies. That song is gay as fuck. That nigga said, "Play with my gooch." Niggas are gay. What's good on, Carmen? Lies. Y'all niggas will date a woman with with tattoos on her face. It don't matter what her face would look like. Y'all gonna date it. Yes. So why do dudes get on here and lie like they go after nothing but the wifey type? Why dudes get on here and lie? Because you know that shit works both ways. Hypergamy can work both ways. If you go after nothing but the wifey type, you mean to tell me you haven't found the wifey type at all? That's what a lot of these manosphere cats get on here and do. I'm in the manosphere, but I tell you, I'm a player. Or I'm the player type. I got an excuse. What's the manosphere's excuse? Red pill dudes will be like, "Oh, there's no wifey type women out here. That's why I'm an incel." But I found what you go after. I found what y'all go after. Y'all go after those types. I'm not mad. Commissioner said, "I don't date. I shack up." Hey, at least you real with it. Let me see what y'all say. Y'all hit that poll. Subscribe before you hit the goddamn poll, y'all. God damn it. $180 votes. Everyone's a slut. That's all y'all saying. 22 said people are doing too much. Another 22 said hard and tricky. 17 says easy as fuck. You said I'm talking you all. Laugh out loud. Don't date anymore. Don't date or jerk off to any of these chicks who have pentagrams with crafts and tattoos on their chest. Man, them dudes gonna date anything. Them dudes don't even understand the difference between a goth girl, a rocker chick, and a witch. They don't know. He said, if you don't got a car or something going for you, you're not getting that shit. What I see is that people became too greedy way too fast. It wasn't that bad 5 years ago. I could be wrong. Well, you're right, and then some of it's wrong. You don't need a car or nothing going for you to date a woman. Most dudes don't got shit going for them. They get all the women they want. They got nothing but time. What's going on, Weston? I think it depends on what you dating for. Most people don't have a dating itinerary. They're just meeting people and they're like, let's see if it goes somewhere. You know? You said not niggas dating that, just crush. Niggas will date that. You got to tell men, listen, I just said this about 5 times. You have to tell men, don't wipe up the village bicycle. You got to tell them this. You'd be surprised how much suckers are out here. That's why spaces like these exist. You got to tell men, stop wiping up the community bicycle. You got to tell men, hey, she cheated on you. Don't go back to her, bro. You got to tell men this. Devin D says some of these niggas need to just date them types and form their own understanding. I'm going to tell you the truth, though. Hold on. Let me get Nightbot off of Core. I'm going to tell you the truth, though. Those women will be I call it dating suicide. Because the type of guys that want to date those type of women, those women will ruin those dudes' lives. And I'm not even going to lie. Most of them ain't even going to turn into players because they don't have it in them to do it. And they're just gonna be on a leash. They're gonna be on a leash. If you don't have it in you to be a player, you're gonna be a simp. You know, and a lot of these simps got batteries in their back and they charged up to go do some dumb shit. They're gonna be in jail behind her. They're gonna crash out behind her. And she gonna be in the next nigga bed and you gonna be in a cell. Or you're going to be sleeping in a coffin bed because she done lined your stupid ass up. It's not reciprocal. I can see if those type of women want the type of... I can see if those type of women wanted the type of guys that want them. But no. And then what's even worse is that a lot of those dudes are going to have to pretend to be a pookie to keep those girls around. So they're going to be an extra charged up simp when they have her anyway. No, they're around the nice guy, Ty City, but they're around the nice guy to seduce and reduce him. And he doesn't even know that. They be super crushed when the regular woman does them dirty. They still think the scale of 1 to 10 means something. They get seduced and reduced. That's all these dudes do, get seduced and reduced. This right here is the worst thing that can happen to a lot of y'all niggas.
Rip off my shirt if you love me. Spit in my face when you fuck me. Play with my goose while you suck me. Eat the dick like...
That's the worst thing that can happen to some of y'all niggas. It's niggas just watching it on their computer and or on their phone, and they're like, whoa, that's crazy. Oh my God. Niggas don't forget they're in another grown-ass man's chat room talking about some so sexy. Oh my God, baby, I have a ring for you and all this other goofball shit. You in another man's chat. You can't even disassociate a nigga trying to show you an example in real life. If you can't even get over that, it's the all right. See, it's going over everybody's head. The clip is to prove a point. Obviously, I'm the one with the clip. See, before I can even land the plane, I gotta teach niggas. Because niggas haven't even conceptualized the concept of how about you realize that your own sexuality is being used against you? How about you realize that women are fighting for something that dudes don't even realize that they own? I'm gonna tell you some real shit. You know, women aren't dumb. You know, if women win over their sexuality, that's power. Because the funny part is that women have always been in charge of their sexuality in a lot of cases. But you know that's power, right? It's called social media. You're not on social media? It's all over social media. Sad to say, you look at a woman long enough on social media, you are going to see some ass and titties. Stare at a woman or go on her page long enough on social media, she will show you her ass and titties. It don't take much. Remember when you used to have to work to see all of this shit? It don't take much. What Glorilla said, I want to go outside with my moose knuckle. I can tell you what Glorilla's coochie looked like. It's on your phone. You can't escape it. Like, I don't know why we playing like, oh, that's not in my algorithm. It's in everybody's algorithm. Look at one nasty video. Guess what? 50 of them start popping up. Because the algorithm thinks that's what you want. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop with this playing shit, man. Y'all playing too much, man. Y'all acting like niggas are not over encumbered with fucking sex everywhere. I get off my phone. I just use that clip as it's working, right, Carmen? I'm using it as example. I got plenty of examples. I'm using it as an example. Don't gaslight me and try to say, oh, it's because you clicked it. Oh, it's not working. Or, oh, that's because that's what you look at. No, it's not. It's everywhere. It's on Facebook. It's on Twitter. It's on YouTube. You mean to tell me, and it's not because he clicked it. What's going on, Black Servant? You mean to tell me you never just scrolled down on Twitter and seen a naked bitch? It's everywhere. Why are y'all lying? You don't get on Instagram? Like women aren't all over Instagram doing debaucherous shit? Oh, now it's just my algorithm. It's my algorithm. Let me guess. It's my algorithm on YouTube. It's my algorithm on Facebook. It's my algorithm on Tumblr. It's my algorithm on Twitter. It's my algorithm on Instagram. It's my algorithm on Threads. It's my algorithm. It's just my algorithm. Okay, my bad. Nigga, you go on Google long enough, you're going to see a naked bitch. Man, y'all algorithm don't got no fucking holy water poured on it, man. Y'all just tripping. And low key, when I get the fuck off of here, half the people talking shit to me about the hey yo, hey, can you send me that clip though? Hey, where'd you get that clip from? What's the Instagram? Hey yo, hey, can you send me that clip though? Yeah, slide with the pink panties. That one. Yeah. That clip. Nigga gonna ask me for a clip. I'm gonna be like, what clip? I played a bunch of them. The one with the pink. Yeah. You couldn't get that off your head, huh? Had to run it back. Slide that over to me, Kuda. Let me get that clip though.
I don't give a what Kamala Harris done did. I ain't did. I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Look
at little Scrappy, compromised to the motherfucker. But the other day, he was on the internet cursing out his mama and talking about some, man, you put me through a world of hurt and my sister and all this. It's always the compromised niggas that, okay, never mind.
Straight up, cause she black. And you should too. I don't care. Like,
vote for her cause she black. And this is why you don't listen to rappers. I don't even know why rappers are even getting into politics and speaking for us in any capacity. Hey.
If it don't work out, it don't work out. But get what? We tried to stick together for one time.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the rapper known as Lil Scrappy saying, hey, if you are not voting for Kamala and you want to vote for Donald Trump, you just voting against yourself if you're a black person, because after all, Kamala Harris, she's black, right? And Donald Trump wants to give officers total immunity so they could do whatever they want to you whenever they want. They could just wipe you out and get away with it. Now, there's quite...
That's not what Donald Trump is trying to do, but he is about protection and stuff like that, and he has to embolden enforcement because he's pushing for he's pushing against the immigrant crisis and all this other stuff. So yeah, you got to embolden police officers to really get the quote unquote bad guys off the street. And I don't even understand, like, honestly, black people have a boogeyman complex, and I understand that's the police, and that's understandable. But if you function like a regular human being, I'm not gonna say, depending on where you from, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been harassed, hemmed up. I've gotten my ass beat by the police and all kind. If it's anybody that should be fearful of them motherfuckers, nigga, I'm the poster child. I got stories for days. If y'all know anything about PG police, yeah, I got story for days. They're the LAPD on the East Coast. But they need to do something about the immigration. You got Argentinian people taking over in Chicago, all kinds of shit going on. So yeah, he gonna have to beef up the morale of the police to get them to do their job. People don't even give a fuck. They'll fucking do a crime right in front of the police, and the police won't do nothing. They'll just, well, we'll just get the license plate and just at some point pop up at their house later. Nobody gives a fuck. The police said, fuck it, prostitution is legal. But here come you fear-mongering ass niggas, man. They just want the police to get us. And that's because Donald Trump wasted.
A few things wrong with what he said already. And the point in this video right now is to address those issues and bring forth the reality. I'm here to educate. I'm not here to ridicule or anything like that. Now, before we get into the video, some of y'all are asking, hey,
yeah, a lot of people been biting shit from my streams and a lot of other streams that you're a victim and all that other stuff. Been using them shits for years, bro. That shit is old. Sound bites and stuff. Niggas didn't have the equipment to man, I'm not even gonna get into that.
Yo, who's this guy, Lil Scrappy? If you don't know who he is, it's totally fine. If you do, you already know what I'm talking about. He's a rapper, been around since like early 2000s. He's been on reality TV. He's a popular figure in the community. Who he is doesn't really matter as much. I
like ABL. But if you have enough game, you'll realize that ABL is cold signaling to even his white audience that listens to him. You know, and black people actually enjoy the same actual content that you know, suburb white America and even racist white America actually enjoys. So, you know, calling your community the community and all that other shit, it's if you know what it's for, I'm not even gonna lie, like, respectfully, it's cold signal. Okay, it's still it can still be used as a less form of buck dancing. All right,
says what he's saying.
What's going on, Emo?
Again, I'm here to educate, because a lot of what he's saying I've heard quite a bit in the community. Now, before I go any further,
that's why he said both.
Let's go.
Pay attention.
Go ahead and get to the actual video. If you want to see this video in full for some reason without my commentary, the link, as always, will be in the box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
So they just the face. So everybody just voting on the face right now. You know what I'm saying? Voting on the fact that if you are, this is how I feel. This is how a lot of black people feel.
Oh boy, he about to say some bullshit. Let's go.
A lot of other black people feel differently, and I don't know where these black people come from.
So maybe you're talking about me. Maybe I'm the different kind of black person. And again, this is the reason.
All right, ABL, I'm rocking with you. All right, what you about to say?
I'm doing this video because what he said so far is true. A lot of black people feel the way that he feels. A lot of us. I don't know what's the percentage, 80%, 70%. I don't know.
You don't care.
But again, I'm here to educate.
You feel me? But this is where I come from. I come from the fact that if there's a man, if you got kids in this world, if you got family in this world, like teenagers, kids that are growing up, that's your niece, nephews, cousins, relatives, friends of yours, kids, your kids, any grown men, whatever. If you vote for,
oh my God, what is wrong with these niggas, man? What is wrong with these niggas? Why you not voting for Trump? Just think about the kids. If you got little kids, in this world, you know, they little kids, man. They kids. They little kids. Okay, what's wrong with them being kids? Like, why are these niggas trying to run this narrative that Trump? Let me guess, Trump doesn't want a kid-friendly world? Because Trump's in office, all of a sudden the world is not kid-friendly. You gotta think about the kids. You know, if you got a little niece, and if you got a daughter, and if it's the kids, you gotta think about the kids. You gotta think about the kids. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Trump, you voting for your race to get annihilated.
What? Oh man, I know this nigga ain't the brightest crown in the box. All right.
Okay, now, and sorry for the pause, and I gotta do that because fair use. And shout out to this particular podcast, Real Life Street Stars. Shout out to them. How are you saying that, my man, that if I'm a black person, I'm voting for Trump, then I'm voting for my own extermination? Let's hear him explain it.
He already ready to give police total immunity, you know what I'm saying, to take us out.
Now, this is...
Don't go to war with the police. He giving them immunity to take us out. Man, black people. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What I really wanted to address, the whole immunity thing. Most of us, and I would probably say a lot of American citizens, don't know what qualified immunity actually is. And I saw this same thing when Byron Donald, shout out to him, when he went to the Breakfast Club and they were asking about that. Qualified immunity. What is that? Great question. Glad you asked. If a police officer arrests someone, and let's say during their arrest, the person falls, trips, hurts their finger, twists their ankle, or something, whatever it is, the person may want to sue the officer directly. Qualified immunity prevents that from happening. You can, however, as a victim of police brutality or whatever, you can sue the city, you can sue the department, and they may pay you out, but not the officer themselves. That's qualified immunity. However, the person is still on the hook for criminal allegations. So let's say it's not just a civil matter, a lawsuit. You went above and beyond, like, I don't know, the whole Walter Scott thing when he deleted that man. Qualified immunity will not help you at all because now you committed a crime. Now you then violated somebody's rights on the actual serious level rather than just a lawsuit. Oh, he spoke to me inappropriately. He said the wrong thing. Things that don't really ascend to the criminal level and only be civil will be covered under qualified immunity, although you can still sue that person's department and or the city and be compensated if there's a judgment against the officer or the city for what the officer did. You see what I'm saying? But actual, like, you took somebody's life or you still are on the hook for that. Did I explain that well enough? Hopefully I did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going around killing white people.
Right.
Bruh. This man is done. They're not going around killing white people. Yes, they are. Like, niggas got to get out of here with this 2008 talking point. They killing us. They just killing us.
You see white people, they are comfortable. They're great. They're calm. They're not afraid of anything.
White people are out here acting a fucking donkey. They are acting a fool. You just don't see it all the time because black people make our own deaths a spectacle. White people are getting hemmed up, shot, beaten, all kinds of shit happening to them too. And this is why this is where all these Kendrick fans come out of nowhere, because they believe in this shit. Like they still believe the slavery boogeyman. Obviously, racism still exists, but it's covert. It's covert. And they ran this same narrative. Tariq and all of them ran this same narrative. They ran this same narrative when Trump was trying to get in office the first time. People are just dumb. You think because, nigga, when Obama was in office, black people were getting fatality for fun. And they dared him to say something about it. They dared him to say something about it. Say something about it. Hey, Obama, look, I got this man's head on a stick over here. What you gonna do about that, Obama? Hey, Obama, I'm doing it. Man, get the fuck out of here. It's actually gonna ramp up because somebody black is in office.
When they see other races, they're cool, they're calm.
Right,
Now,
right.
Tell me something, little Scrappy.
Right, black.
When you go to a function and it's all black folks versus a function where it's all white folks, how do you feel? Just let me know and be honest. I'm not trying to say either way. I'm just asking you, because a lot of times when people say stuff like this, they are the exact person they speak of.
Yeah. I mean, go to a little Scrappy concert. Go to a little Scrappy concert. What you think gonna happen? You think you gonna be safe hanging around little Scrappy and little John? You think you're gonna be safe? Singing, if you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. What you think gonna happen to you at a little Scrappy concert, y'all? You gonna have to scrap at a little Scrappy concert.
You feel more comfortable around certain people. That's typically how it goes. But again, I don't know you, little Scrappy, so I'm just asking you to let me know how you feel and be honest.
Soon as they see somebody that's black, for some odd reason, they're startled. We got a gun somewhere. We got to.
And this is the psychosis of the black man, because it's actually a black man will look at you like that way before a cop does. Yo, who them niggas over there? They got niggas buy guns to point them at other niggas. not at a deer, not at a squirrel, not at a chinchilla. Niggas not even making little chinchilla gloves. No. Niggas will buy a fully automatic Draco to go point at another nigga. While you sitting up here thinking, man, the cops trying to get us. You got niggas that's trying to kill little Dolph at a turkey giveaway. Or young Dolph, my bad. It's you, your own, that will look at you the same way you're trying to convince us that a cop is looking at you. Niggas will fear a little Scrappy way more than they'll fear a cop. Because at least the cop has a job. Little Scrappy ain't got shit to do. You looking at this nigga like why are you here? I know why the cop's here. He probably here because you here. I'm just saying. But listen, y'all. I got a boogie. That was today's show. Hopefully you guys soaked up some game. We will be live later on today. I am your gracious host, right back at the helm of today's show. Make sure you guys hit the like button and support the show on the way out by hitting the Cash App if you enjoyed the show. Make sure you subscribe. We go live all the time. And let me look at this poll. Y'all still calling me a slut. Okay, all right, fine. Fuck it. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. And we out. Dating is hard in 2024, I guess. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's get it.